Pisces, I'm Christy, you're watching Tiny Turtle Tarot and this is your reading for October 2025. So as always, if anything I say resonates or you know it will in the future, because obviously it's not happened yet, please let me know by liking and subscribing, and also please know I'll never reply to your comments telling you to message me through WhatsApp to get a reading. That's not me doing that, so please block, report or ignore, but just know it's not me. Let's get on with your reading. What's happening for the beautiful Pisces this week, month? What's happening for the beautiful Pisces this month? Okay, firstly you have Nine of Swords, then you have Judgment, then you have Seven of Wands, then you have Four of Cups, and the Eight of Cups flew on the floor, and Eight of Cups. So the card falling on the floor can sometimes symbolise what you're not seeing or what you're not paying attention to this month. And that is walking away from people, places and things that aren't meant for you. You're naturally doing this. So other people might look at your month, friends and family, and they might look at you and go, oh, in October you've really distanced yourself from bad habits, bad people, or you've walked away from things that would be quite hard to walk away from. But to you, you're just naturally like, oh, I have now you've mentioned it. Huh. Like there's something where you're naturally, without even meaning to, without trying to make a point, without trying to, I don't know, sometimes people can consciously be like, I'm going to distance myself from people that aren't good, and they almost do it as like a defying energy, and more about the idea of trying to put themselves ahead but actually cutting out people that might be good people. I don't know, like there's something where you're not doing that at all. You're just naturally feeling toxic energy and spending less time around it. Does that make sense? Rather than trying to make a big statement of cutting people off or burning bridges, you're just naturally going, I think I've outgrown you. I think you're dragging my energy down. You're making me feel bad about myself. I think I'm going to make time to consciously not be around you and be around people that make me feel good. Like there's something where you're naturally doing it though. You're not even realising it. And I think there's going to be some type of conversation or thing said to you in October where you go, oh, I've moved on, I've detached from so much, but it's just become a habit for you. The second something doesn't align with you, to let go of it. And other people aren't like that, and I don't think you realise how much of a cool skill that is to have. Nine of Swords here is sleepless nights, fear, worry. Yeah, for some reason I don't want to talk about that until I've clarified it. Then you have the Judgment card, so there's something where you are feeling called towards something. You're feeling called to make a big decision. There's a big break, for some reason that came through. You're getting given a big break, a big opportunity, but then you have to actually kind of make a judgment call of, is this what's aligning with you? Is this good for you? Is this not good for you? Because even though something can look and sound really good on paper, doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be something that will make you happy. And so I think there's something where you're energetically trying to feel something out as to whether or not it's your ego wanting you to take it or your heart, if that makes sense. Because again, it's a some type of big break that it's, a lot of people would say you'd be silly not to take that, but I think you've grown so much and been through so much in your life that you know all that glitters isn't gold, and just because something looks great on the outside doesn't mean it's going to feel good. So you really are, you're doing the right thing by feeling out whether or not you feel called by your angels, by your higher self to do something. Regardless of how good it will be for your like image or your name, you're like, well, I've done the things that are good for my image and name and they haven't made me very happy, so why would I continue focusing on that? And yeah, so whatever you do with this opportunity coming your way, there's some type of, yeah, whatever you do with, why have I lost my words? It's so interesting. You might decide not to speak or not to answer a call or not to respond to some big chance you're given. But either way, if you do accept it, it will be because it makes you happy to do so. Seven of Wands is standing up for yourself. I think in October you're having a lot more courage to say no to things and to say yes to other things without needing to explain your reasons for doing things. Also, Seven of Wands can be defending other people that can't defend themselves. So there's something where you're very much this energy of mess with me, or I'm also getting this energy of if you want to get to them you've got to go through me first. So you're very protective of something or someone, It could also be you being protective of yourself, of like, I don't know, if there's like an outer version of you that you show the world and you're just like screening people when you get to meet them, of like, yes, you get this version of me to begin with, and if I like you and if I feel comfortable around you, you get to go through and meet the real me. Like if you, yeah, to get to them you gotta go through me, but it's literally you are protecting yourself from people and putting on not a mask but an armor of just a preview of yourself that won't be judged too harshly by the world. Judgment right next to that. Four of Cups also, this is the energy of a little bit of you feeling in October, there's something where your energy is just depleted at the end of October. If you just feel a little bit like not so like excited about things that you're usually excited about. Alright, clarify Nine of Swords, Four of Wands. Oh! So Four of Wands is celebrating. Four of Wands is happiness, festivals, partying. Some of you, for some reason, there's a fear of that. There's a fear of letting yourself be too happy. You may feel as if some of you, it's almost like in the times of your life when you've been the most happy, you haven't been as in control of your emotions or the way the world sees you, and so there's just something where you're scared to let yourself celebrate and let your hair down and have fun. There's some type of like chapter of your life that you're moving into. Four of Wands, either like buying a home, getting engaged, having a baby, like there's this next chapter of your life, and instead of being excited for it, you're scared. But the thing about excitement and fear is they're the same energy. It's just the way you look at it. So some of you watching are like, no, that's not true, but it is. There's something where you can spin this and go, do you know what, I am scared, but I'm also really freaking excited. I'm actually so excited. Clarified Judgment, you have King of Pentacles. You're also calling judgment on a person in your life. This is someone that's heavy masculine energy. They very trustworthy, very like, they're here for a long time, not for a good time. Is that a saying? Because it's usually the other way around, of like, I'm here for a fun time, not for a long time. But this person isn't. This person's here for a long time, not for a fun time. So this person could be quite serious. This person, you could tell this person to lighten up. They're very like, you try to be playful with them and they take you seriously, and you're like, I was kidding, I was joking, lighten up a bit. Like there's something where someone is very much like on guard, which makes sense, Seven of Wands being the next card out. But yeah, you're calling judgment on someone that might be a bit too serious for you, but it's kind of frustrating because at the same time they are very like long-term material. If you're dating and you're trying to get to know people that want something serious, this person's serious, but it's almost like, be careful what you wish for, because you've wished for someone serious and the universe gave you someone serious in all areas, in all the time, every hour of the day, and you're like, oh, okay, can you give me serious with a pinch of silliness? Like, I don't know, it's interesting. Those of you in relationships, for some reason there's something about making a decision around your partner. I don't know why I'm getting counselling. Some of you could be deciding to go into counselling with your partner, or get some guidance in some way. I don't know why I'm putting those cards back. I didn't actually see what they were. Clarify Seven of Wands. Ten of Wands. Letting go of being so like, you could make a decision. So those of you that are getting to know someone, they're very serious, and you're making a judgment call about them, they're actually gonna like, they're just defensive, they're scared. In the past they may have been in relationships where they were hurt, and so now whenever you say anything, they're like screening you and checking, oh, are you making fun of me? I don't, there's like this energy of, are you making fun of me? Are you actually, and you're like, I am making fun of you, but I'm making fun of you because because it's not something you should be insecure about. Does that make sense? It's like if you were to meet someone very, very attractive and you'd be like, hey ugly, and they would be like, it's just this energy of someone doesn't get your humor or something, of like, oh, if you were actually ugly I would not have said hey ugly, like there's something where yeah, there's something where someone's in defense mode and they're gonna let go of defense mode when they start to understand that you genuinely are someone that means no harm to them. But there might be something where there's a conversation of them explaining to you that they have been bullied or spoken to in ways to diminish them in the past, and they're very careful now not to indulge in connections that might end up being toxic like that again or something. Those of you in relationships already, there's something about letting go of being so defensive of you and your partner are very much like on the same team and not against each other, you're for each other. Like, it could also be this could be flipped around of someone making fun of you, and the humour isn't really passing through because you're on guard of going, oh, are you saying that as like, yeah, like, yeah, I hope that makes sense. There's like a thin line sometimes between humour and actual bullying, but it's not actually like that at all. It's like the opposite. Someone's making fun of you like ugly because you're the most beautiful person ever, they're calling you ugly. Does that make sense? Or someone's like, you're weak and you're actually really muscly and strong. Or yeah, like there's something where some joke is actually, someone doesn't realise was someone's insecurity, but it wouldn't fathom to the other person that it was someone's insecurity because it's so far now from who they are or what they look like now. They're just like, oh, like I'm jokingly calling you skinny because you're like really strong, but I didn't know that you were bullied for being called skinny for 20 years of your life. Like there's something there where someone has like insecurity being joked about, but it's the other person doesn't communicate that. Someone else isn't a mind reader. Like there's something there. There's something where it's gonna be made known. Clarify the Four of Cups. You have King of Wands, Two of Wands, Knight of Wands. Whoa. Eight of Wands, communication, lots of wands. Something important about communication this month, of like equal, actually being very, it's a weird thing for me to say, actually being very honest. Are you not usually honest? Or if you are, it's just almost like you're very good at communicating when it doesn't matter as much, if you're in more friendship circles, family, but there could be one person in particular where it matters so much that you say the right thing that nothing comes out. But in October you're going to be able to communicate very healthily and make decisions to say the thing that's hard to say. King of Wands and Knight of Wands. King of Wands is an actor, Knight of Wands is a player, and Four of Cups is you being sick of it. Some of you are completely single and you're just sick of people trying to play you, trying to mess with you, and you're making a decision now that you're like, I am going to be alone forever and I'm going to be happy. And then in that you're going to meet your King of Pentacles or your Queen of Pentacles. There's this energy of the second you are completely like, I'm sick of it, I'm not going to accept this, because you have Eight of Cups on the floor of not realising. You're walking away from things that aren't good enough, but you don't realise you're walking into better. You're willing to walk alone forever rather than be around the wrong people. And what you don't see is that you're going to walk into and make room in your life for better. You think you're walking away forever from people in general. You've got a whole new cast of people, a whole new group of characters entering your story, and you're just like, oh, I was ready to walk alone, but you're welcome to tag along. Like this, it's very nice because you've just got this strength of, I don't mind being alone, as opposed to being around harsh, toxic energy. I'd rather be alone, and then you're actually going to meet people that get you when you're happy in your own skin. I'm going to wrap this up here. Thank you so much for watching. If anything I said resonated or you know it will in the future, please let me know by liking and subscribing, and I'll see you next Tuesday for Tiny Telltale Tuesdays.